Thanks for stopping by Pete's Garage. Now this video is going to be all about installing Cork gaskets the proper way. We're going to be installing a new valve cover gasket on a 1965 Mustang which has an inline 6. So I've teamed up with Fel-Pro to bring you the most accurate information on how to properly install these types of gaskets. The reason I teamed up with Fel-Pro is because they are actually the pioneers of this type of gasket. They started making these gaskets almost 100 years ago in 1923. They were making seals and gaskets for the automotive industry, and they expanded their oil seal line to include cork, leather, and stamped steel gaskets. So being the pioneers for this type of gasket, they would have the most accurate information and the most experience. And I talked to their engineers and we had a great conversation about what to do and what not to do when installing this type of gasket. I have installed maybe hundreds or thousands of these gaskets over my life, and I've always referred to them as Cork gaskets. But after speaking with the engineers at Fel-Pro, I found out that they're actually Cork rubber gaskets. If you look real close, you see little bits of black mixed in with the cork. That's rubber, and that is a proprietary formulation made by Fel-Pro when they pioneered these gaskets in order to make sure that the surfaces are properly sealed. If this gasket was made from 100% cork, cork is a very porous material, and oil would wick from the inside of the engine to the outside of the engine. It still does that a little bit, but the mixture and the formulation of the rubber and the cork prevents that from happening. Now here's something else I learned from the engineers at Fel-Pro. When you open up your gasket, you may find something called the fit form sheet. You want to pay close attention to that because the fit form sheet will tell you whether or not any sealants are required. If the fit form sheet does not mention any sealants, don't use any. Now, just to be safe, you always want to refer back to the original service manual for the year of the vehicle that you're working on. Fortunately, I have the 1965 motor manual for repair, and I poured over the engine section, and it doesn't say anywhere in the motor manual to use any sealants on a cork rubber gasket for either the valve cover or an oil pan. And I also looked at a book I bought back in 1980 for rebuilding Ford engines, V8s, and this one also for cork, valve cover, and oil pan gaskets. Nowhere in this book does it say to use any sealants, so I'm going to change this valve cover gasket without any sealants. Now these older engines are very easy to work on. First you start by taking out all of the bolts in the valve cover. Once the bolts are removed, you simply pull the valve cover away from the engine. Be very careful not to crack the gasket or leave little pieces behind. The next step is very important, cleaning. So go around the entire cylinder head and clean the surface. I like to use a rag instead of a paper towel because if a paper towel shreds and a piece of the paper towel falls inside the engine, it could end up down at the bottom of the engine and clogging up your oil pump screen. After you clean the cylinder head, you have to clean the valve cover. Use a degreaser to gently clean the flange around the valve cover and on the inside. Don't use any solvents like lacquer thinner or acetone because those solvents could dissolve the paint and you're going to end up repainting your valve cover. Also, don't forget to clean the bolts and the bolt holes of any oils or grease. Clean those out too because any oil or grease left behind could change the torque when you go to torque the valve cover back on the engine. Next, go around the valve cover with a straight edge to make sure it's flat. You may find high spots where the bolts go through. That indicates it was over torqued. If you do find a high spot, you can simply tap it back into place with a small hammer and then check again to make sure it's flat. Once it's all flat, clean the entire surface and it's ready to install. You will notice the replacement gasket will have tabs on it. Those tabs are designed to line up with the slots in the valve cover. That is what holds the gasket in place as you place the valve cover back on the engine. With the gasket in place, carefully lower the valve cover onto the engine and line up the bolt holes. Install all the bolts by hand to make sure the gasket is lined up properly and then run them down with a ratchet. Use a crisscross pattern to evenly tighten the valve cover as you go. Once you are finished, torque it to the manufacturer's recommended spec. In this case, it's 3 to 5 foot-pounds. Keep in mind, you may have to go around the entire valve cover several times to get it even. Once you're all finished, drive it around for a couple hundred miles, then check it to make sure all the bolts are still even. Just tighten them all up, make sure they're snug to the manufacturer's recommended spec for the torque, and you'll be all set. If you are looking for an alternative to the cork rubber gasket, Fel-Pro makes these proprietary blue rubber gaskets, which are a slight upgrade. There are many design features in these gaskets that make them a little bit better, and I use these ones on my 427 Cobra. They last longer because they don't relax and they can withstand a wider range of temperatures. Built into the gasket at the bolt holes are these torque limiters, which limit the torque, preventing over-torquing. They also limit compression of the gasket, and they're designed that way so you get maximum performance out of the gasket. For this type of gasket, no sealants are required. As a matter of fact, the #1 failure for this type of gasket is putting a sealant on there, which interferes with the sealing bead and the sealing surface. The height of the bead is designed for maximum sealing and could take a compression set. These are not going to swell or tear, and it's best not to reuse these, because if you take it off and that bead has taken a set, when you reinstall it, it may not seal properly. Now, just like the Cork rubber gasket, this gasket did not come with a fit form sheet, so no sealants are required. If no sealants are required and you do put a sealant on, you run the risk of creating a leak path and the gasket could ultimately fail. Now remember, Fel-Pro gaskets are designed to seal imperfect surfaces, and they are designed for the repair environment. In the description of the video, I have a link to the website. Visit felpro.com. There is a tech support section and all kinds of technical articles and videos to help you do your repair properly and select the proper gasket for your application. Thanks to all my friends at Fel-Pro who answered all my questions. They're very helpful. I hope it helps you out. Thanks for stopping by Pete's Garage.